Hi, welcome to thing that again I didn't plan on. I just got really into it and then got the urge to record the crap. That's not supposed to be there. Oh wait, it is. Um it's just a building. It's it's a world that I made a couple days ago. Actually no, that's not true. It's technically like a couple weeks ago. I made that in 1.5.2. Shaders refused to work and I couldn't seem to fix it, so I moved it up to 1.20.1 and continued from there because that's the main version I play on right now, due to Create and Aeronautics and other mods. I have kind of overloaded the game a tad. I do get occasional lag spikes where the game will freeze for a second. So I'll just have to apologize for that. I don't know how to fix that, but maybe that will solve itself once I get a new GPU. See, I think it did it just now. I did a little bit of a technically intro before I made this intro, but I realized that I was in a room I didn't intend to show you yet. I wanted to start at the top, at the beginning. So I'm making two intros. And you'll see the first part that I made when we get to that room I was just in. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and it's going to take me hours to edit it. But yeah, that's fine. So we're going to take a sip, and then we're going to see if I can figure out how to not spoil everything just yet. Okay, recording seems fine. Sorry if the screen flickered for a second. This first building, as you can see on the minimap, now I have to move the camera as well. Like, right above my head right now is the minimap, and you see the little building there. Just want to clarify, I did not build, well, I built the building, but I used a tutorial to build that. And I did make some changes to it that I thought looked better, and instead of like concrete and stuff, I used gold and netherite. But it's pretty much a one-to-one build. Again, with minor adjustments, and I added the fountain that you can see next to me. I also changed some stuff, but yeah. So I'm building a lab, and it's gonna be huge, and it belongs to Tryton Industries, my company in Minecraft that I've made up because I'm a weirdo. Which started on a different mod pack actually, with Attack on Titan stuff installed, and I made a pretty cool looking lab. Maybe if I feel like it and I can find it, I will put up some pictures on screen right now of what it looks like. I had a big sign and a big lab, and yeah, I haven't played on that in a while. I have like a billion mod packs now, Jesus. Oh, another lag spike. So yeah, I felt like I had more to say, and I completely forgot what it was. Oh right, with the previous lab that I had in the photos that I may or may not have shown you, I didn't even do much because, like, I didn't know what to add. I like, oh, I want to build a huge slab, and then I start, and I just don't know what to add because I'm an idiot and I don't know what a lab would have. And I'm like really motivated because I was watching. I forgot what his name is, Dallas Med or something. He's like doing something similar, is building Well, it's a world with a lot of stuff in. There's like a huge city, and it's like a 12-year-old world. But he was like working on the lab, and he was moving it and shit. So I was like, that inspired me to work on my lab stuff again. And the reason why I used the tutorial to build this building is because every time I want to build a building, it just usually doesn't look good. And this is proof. This is something I built completely by myself. What is this? What, like... Yeah, this is like... I don't know what you want to call it. It receives power and kind of sends it throughout my lab. And this battery gets charged every 30 minutes. And it charges with lightning. It charged not that long ago. Actually, it's been a while. 15, 20 minutes maybe. And it was kind of complicated, but also really difficult. All I had to do was like get the timings to work. And it shouldn't have taken me as long as it did. So essentially all it does is it sends a pulse through here. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna enable night vision actually. Just for now, because I need it so you can actually see what I'm doing. So this is from Create Mod. I used a little bit of that for some of this. Most of it's normal redstone, but there's just a simplified. So this sends a pulse every 30 minutes, but like charging the battery only takes about 30 seconds. So the pulse gets sent through here, which then goes here and completely resets the entire battery. So this will shut off all of these bulbs, which powers the light bar. And that will also trigger this to tell me that the battery is charging. And this is connected to the lightning powered absorber thingy. So that will start activating a shit ton of lightning, whilst this sends a new pulse, which this activates first. This is number 1, which activates the bottom layer of redstone links. And then it gets to there, which activates the second one, which powers this. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot how redstone lamps work, and like, oh, it's not gonna look right. And then I realized that this one will power the bottom two, which is exactly what I wanted, because this battery light thingy is inspired by Wally. And then each one, and then this one, which is supposed to be this one, will power this one and that one. But since this one's already powered, it only looks like this one turns on. And then it'll keep doing that for each one. So I don't even have any at the top. Even though this one does not power that, technically, it powers that one. So it's kind of in like a weird order. The bottom one is powering the top one. But it worked out quite well. And some trial and error, and then I got it to work. So like all of these bulbs get, it's like a toggle switch. So it toggles this to then power each. And I just used the wall to color code them. And then the yellow is to reset all of them, because it toggles all of the bulbs off. So what we can do, so I could show the thing working, is by briefly lag spike, sending a signal. It's very loud. And then, as you can see, once it's fully charged, the lightning turns off. So I'm very proud of how that turned out, because I did that all on my own. So woohoo. And this is where the lightning strikes down. It's very simple. It's just a command block to summon lightning bolts, which has this is the redstone link. And I actually forgot to cover this back up. Yeah, I did want to use more wire looking things, but they were way too thin. I was like, this is moving a lot of power, so I want it to be thick. So I'm technically just using regular rope. Okay, I didn't realize it was that close to looping on its own. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a duplicate signal so that it got triggered twice, which would have resolved itself when I think about it. But yeah, I ended up just using the normal rope from Create. And I don't know if I actually managed to change something, because when I was inside, like far underground in the lab, I could still hear the lightning, and I was like, damn, that's still really loud. But now it doesn't seem to do that anymore, and I don't know how I managed to fix that. I have also been considering making this red bar flicker, or like blink, or just have it like switch into green in like correspondence with this. And I don't know what this is for, I just thought it looked cool. And then you have property of Tryton Industries. I could fit the entire thing if I moved down, but when I put down the letters, I had a bunch of like terrain right against the battery. And I decided to flatten it and make it look more placed instead of like ingrown into the terrain. Because this made more sense to me. And I'm actually kind of tempted to do that now, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, where should we start it then? Here, why not? And do S, no, wait, US T I E. Okay, and then I just need to grab my ender chest. So I have all of my letters in my chest. And we need R. We need U, and we need S. I know there's an R here, but I forgot that. U S S in this. I'm an idiot. And then we need the I. There we go. That's not where you go. It's not where you go either. I have seen better looking letters, but I found a website that just does all of it automatically for you. You just select color and blah blah blah. And I was like, ooh, that's perfect. And I could just set colors and grab all of it in one shulker box. And it took me like 2 minutes to get all of this. Not even. But yeah. I forgot what the website was called, but I do have it saved. I just wanted to make sure I actually had all of the letters where they were supposed to be. I'm gonna actually set it to 19. I don't know if that looks better or not, to be honest. You know, I kind of like it, but at the same time, made that look more empty. I might add more stuff to that then later. So yeah, that connects to the battery, and then this connects to that. And the reason I got inspired to make this battery is because the rope wouldn't reach. So I had to put like a pillar between them anyways. So like, what if I just add a huge battery so that the lightning can charge the battery and then the battery powers the entire lamp? And the way I have it set up, when it first started kind of working, this bottom bar never turned off because of how quickly the loop began. Which I kind of preferred, because then it's like, oh yeah, then the power is uninterrupted. But it stays off for like a fraction of a second, so I don't mind it too much. Like, oh yeah, the battery will have just enough juice to keep it running. But yeah, let's explore. Okay, so in the tutorial of this house or lab or whatever, these two were just regular water, and that was lava. So I put down lava, but my lava is completely fucked up in a good way from my shader. So it looks like that, which didn't quite fit the aesthetic that I wanted. Oh. So I changed it to orange water. That's not see-through. And then these are see-through. Oh, I just realized these actually pretty much perfectly line up with stuff inside the lab that I'll show you in a minute. So this is the inside of the small lab at the top. That leads down to the big lab. And this is just storage, for the most part, which also takes you upstairs. That has... I didn't know what to add here, so I just added that. And then we have like a little TV chilling area. Which I'm actually gonna add bookshelves to in the back. It's a nice little divider. Is that too tall? Does that look weird? I like that better. I mean, we could put these on top so we can kind of get best of both worlds. Does that look? Looks a bit odd. Like, you're just sitting here watching Jackie Chan beat up this blue guy, and then you can go out here. And this is just extra room. Like Spike, give me a second. And then, yeah. This has an extra room as well. There's 2 extra rooms. Oh, another one's not. It's just like the other side of this tube thing. So now we can go down. We can go... Just moving my mic, it might sound horrible, I'm sorry. And this is where I want to turn off my night vision, actually, because it makes a huge difference. I was like, oh, why aren't my colors good enough? Like, it's supposed to be way more intense, because I had a different world with the same shader pack, and I was like, oh, it looks so good. And I was like, I just couldn't get it to be saturated enough. And then I realized that I had night vision on. I was like, oh my god. I'm gonna show you the difference, actually, because this room is extremely green, which is what I was intending. And then it ended up looking like this. I was like, why does it not look right? Why can I not blah blah blah? I was like, oh, because I'm dumb. And this is an unfinished room. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but I'm probably going to. It was kind of inspired by the big room with all of the food animals from cloudy with a chance of meatballs too. Which is kind of what this is supposed to be. It's not gonna be like a container, it's gonna be like a light source that I wanted to have all the way around. And this is just gonna go through and connect to something. Which I might actually do eventually, because the lab I'm building is going in that way, and like if you look at the map, it goes in through here. And this is just Pokemon stuff. I have a bunch of stuff in here. This is a clue to one of the rooms I made. That should be a dead giveaway. Also, this mod that I'm using, Cobblemon, does not seem to be complete. I would have preferred Pixelmon. But I saw that Cobblemon had like support specifically for Punchy that I'm using. I was like, oh, fine, I'll do Cobblemon. This is Yveltal. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The legendary from Pokemon Y. And why does it look like that? Externas worked just fine from Pokemon X. I was like, why does it look like a constipated Chico? Like, I don't get it. Is that what it's called? I haven't been like interacting with Pokemon in fucking forever. And then we have this tunnel. After this tunnel, you'll see a room that was heavily inspired and then heavily modified from that Minecraft dude I mentioned earlier. He had like a similar thing, but his was like more of a pipe, and I turned mine into a power cable. I got my sister to help me kind of. This was just grayish lighting, and I wanted colored lighting for this tunnel, and she told me to go for purple, so I did. So we're just gonna go through this tunnel, which will lead us to a big empty room. It's not empty, I just wasn't sure what to add to it. I added 2 copper machines that I don't actually have functionality for, I just made it look like it did. I didn't quite succeed, but you know, I tried. So the first thing you'll see when you enter this room is this. I don't know why I added this, but I thought it looked cool. And then you have the big power cable going through it, which I think looks really cool. So this design for this power cable was technically stolen or copied from the dude I watched on YouTube. But I did modify it, so I was like, oh, that looks good. And mine looks better because I'm using different materials, except maybe this. And I have connected textures, because he was playing a Bedrock Edition, because he's an egg. But yeah, and then I added like these supports, I think. I don't know if he had them. But yeah. I have like... yeah. I did also use his like idea of maintaining machines, so like not waxing them. So that you actually have to go through and like take care of them. I was like, that's actually pretty genius, and I like that idea. And instead of where he used concrete and stuff, I was like, I want texture, and like I did enable coded textures for concrete to look slightly better. Because I usually have that on, but I had it off for a while and I don't remember why. So I used netherite and gold for like warning stuff. Just checking that everything's actually recording. Yeah. So that's this room, and I don't know what to call it. It's something. And then we have like a little janitor closet thingy majig here. And now we get to the only room that I've actually added, and I want to say finished, but I never feel like I'm finished with stuff, so I might go back and add more. And if we ignore the sign, what would you guess that this is? Did they despawn? I think they might have. It's the cloning lab. Which I did ask ChatGPT for some suggestions on what to add, because I felt like I needed to add more. Because there was a lot of empty space. And ChatGPT suggested that table, so I did, and then I'm still not done, but I ran out of free stuff, so I wasn't allowed to talk to it anymore. So this is the cloning lab, right? And alright, this is the clone. It will be explained again. Here's the light switch, which will do this. Which just looks awesome. I'm gonna kind of just glance over this because you'll see it in a minute anyways. And this is the break room, which also have the same light system. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, this is just the break room where they can grab some food. I know the vending machines are empty, but it's actually a trading mod. I don't know why you would use vending machines to trade with other players. Okay, and we will now cut to what I previously recorded, which will now come now. And then this will be after what you just saw. So that's a bit confusing. Future me, you'll figure that out. You can cut it into the right order, I believe in you. Okay, well, that seems to clarify some things. Because OBS was being a bit weird, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to open OBS. Well, unhide it, I guess. I was switching to Minecraft, and then I noticed that when I went back, it was a black screen. Or did that, where it was, like, delayed. Like, it took a second for... When I switch to the game, this kicks in. And if I disable it, and then we switch to the game, for like 3 seconds, all you'll see is black. And when I switch back, all I see is black. And then display capture kicks in. But if I enable game capture, it's way more responsive. Oh no, it's broken again. If I toggle that for a second. See, now it's way more responsive, like you see the game right away. Should, at least. So we're gonna just hope for the best. And, oh. Okay, so I did actually record a bit, and then realized I fucked it up. It's still gonna be used, but I did something in the wrong order, and I wanted to switch it around in edit. So this is actually after something that's gonna be before. No, this will be before, but it's recorded after what I just recorded. And yeah, they absolutely despawned. Damn it. I'm gonna have to use custom ones. I need a PC. I need to use my own things. That's great. Those are gonna teleport to me, alright? So if we switch to Mew, and then we toss him into here. Switch to Mewtwo. You're not gonna teleport to me, are you? They don't seem to be. Alright. Fuck. I kind of fucked it up. It was supposed to be powered down. All time for the switcheroo again. Well, actually, instead of the switcheroo... Oh, this is going to be all in the wrong order. You know, I'll just figure it out and edit, but... This was recorded before what just was shown to you. And I did fucking teleport. Oh, lag spike. I love those. So I don't know what else to add here, though, to be honest. And this tunnel is very dark. We could cheat the system, frankly. And since we have those lights there, which are doing way less than I wanted them to, we could go like this. We just add light. But it might look really weird. Replace... That's not how you spell it. Air light. I mean, it's way better. It also doesn't really make sense. But actually, I also kind of dig it. And this roof palette was also heavily inspired by Dallas, whatever is here. This is his something. I also do want to kind of copy another one of his roof designs, which is the same palette, but I was kind of struggling to figure out how he did it, because I kind of wanted to put that roof in here, but then I ended up completely giving up on it. So I'm gonna show you what that design actually is, because it was very, very nice. I feel like mine's gonna look a tad better because, again, connected textures. I was like, I don't know. So these only used that, but I need... We could do this room for that. So I wanna have a tall room. We're just gonna... Yeah. We're gonna... what would be center? Yeah, that's center. That's sorted out. And then we can do the little trick that I did for the other room. Which is just do that and then set air. And then we stack it. And then we just fill that up again. Fuck, it is dark. Okay, so we are just gonna... do that. Because why not? I kind of just... I might not keep this room the way I'm doing it right now. But I want to do this. So I might not even remember correctly how I did it, but I need to figure out what orientation I want it. Because that will affect the counting of the room. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that actually works out perfectly then we'll do it that way. Where the fuck did that come from? I could replace it with that because I've been using tough as like a kind of polished andesite kind of substitute. I've been switching it out where he used tough. I was like, no. Where he was more likely to use polished andesite, I used polished tough instead because I was like, oh, that looks a bit better. But it also kind of has the same vibes. Okay, wow, well done, well done. You're a fucking idiot, Tryton. Well done. Wake the fuck up. Okay, right, so do I remember how to do this? And by remember, I mean... Yeah, I'm not sure what I mean. Then you cut through that. And I really hope he doesn't mind that I'm kind of borrowing some of his designs. I'm not gonna like copy everything constantly all the time. I do want to make stuff myself. But like some stuff I just wanna, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So I really hope he doesn't mind. Just soothes me to death, I don't know. This is actually lining up a lot better than I... Not gonna be like perfectly symmetrical this room, but... it's good enough. Ooh, what? Oh. Why did I make that sound? Like... Okay, and then we just... And... we do that, and then click that, and then we back 3 times. 1, 2, undo. We only needed to stack it twice, and I don't want to push it into the other room. Right, and then we just connect this up, and then we can now do the same with that, and we just need to stack 1 so that we can grab this one and stack 1 so that we can get stuff. I'm not sure exactly what he would do in this situation, but I'm just gonna block it off like this, because that makes the most sense to me. And then we go like this. And like, this roof just looks really cool. Honestly, can't tell if it looked better without the connected textures. Honestly, I think it might have. But he also had more height under his roof, so you could see it at a way better angle. And an ant on my arm. Somewhere. Okay. I just heard a ding. Like, kind of like this. Well, his roof was like 4 times as big. Or like twice as big in each direction. If you like had this 1, 2, 3, 4. Then yeah, that's kind of what that would be like. I fucking have an ant on my leg as well. Kind of felt like why is it that every time I sit down to record, my ant starts complaining about the chair? I'm gonna pause the recording for a second, and I'm gonna grab a pillow. That is way more comfortable. Like, imagine this chair, and then this is the back of the chair. I put my pillow like this, so like kind of thinner on this side. Having a stroke. So like, it's smaller on this side, and then it's like a lump kind of way on this. Kind of like this, actually. Like, this is what I'm sitting on now, and that's way more comfortable. Just holy shit. My feet can barely touch the ground now, though, because I have it raised, because I put my monitor up a bit. I have, like, the chair at max height, and then now I'm barely touching the ground with my toes. Well, if this is my toes, then I'm, like, barely hitting it with, like, this part. Oh, if I cross my leg there, don't touch at all, I can shake my legs. That looks wrong. What would I do with this room? Oh, but that's gonna be too much copying, I think, or inspiration, or whatever. I was like, oh, what if I do this as a parkour room like he did? I don't know why a lab would need a parkour room, but it looked cool. And I was like, yeah, it does kind of make sense. But I just don't know. You are giving off way too much colored light. Hmm. Yeah. I do like his idea of having like the entire kind of lab connected. Fuck off! Sorry, another ant. Where he has like, if the power goes out, all of the lights in the lab, he kind of gave up on it and like only did the hallways and stuff because some rooms had the sea lanterns and lights were always on. Like, having your entire lab actually be wired up like that, so cool, but that would take a lot of time and effort. That did not taste like peach iced tea anymore. Well, it kind of did in the aftertaste, but it mainly tasted like the shit taste that the water has in this fucking house. It's fine. I'm just free floating now. Whee! I was like trying to move my chair by like moving my feet like I do, so I can like go like this. Like I kind of do when my feet can actually touch the ground. I was like, I wasn't moving, and then my legs were just flailing about, which was kind of funny. Yeah, we're gonna actually clean up this because it's bothering me. There's fish above me. Interesting. And like the walls and stuff are heavily inspired by him as well. But the difference is he had his wall like this. And then he had the roof like here. And he would go like this for the windows. Which I liked the palette and like the fact that he had like concrete and stuff. I was like, it looks like a lab to me. But I didn't like how thick the bottom color was. I tried out different variations by having like double since I had 5 instead of 4 blocks. And my girlfriend just messaged me. That looked weird, and then I tried only having this be colored and like having this be white and that be dark. That looked really weird. Kind of cool, but also really weird. I was like, this looked the best, so I kind of just went with that. And I am going to reply to my girlfriend. Actually, I can keep recording if I turn off screen capture and I only do the game capture. Seems to be working alright right now. I sent her a video and she said yes to it, and then she just woke up, so I said, hey, good morning. I don't know, I just didn't feel like constantly stopping and unstopping the recording. If I just do that for a bit. If I need to show something, I can close Discord for privacy stuff. Not that I really need to, it's just like, hey, good morning, love you. Yeah. Just so I can keep Discord open, so I don't have to wait for it to open and close and open and close. Yeah. Oh. I don't know why it keeps telling me saving game. It didn't used to do that, and it's pissing me off. I don't like change. Stop changing shit. I also had a day counter that only said day 1, which is no longer showing up. I probably hit like a keybind to toggle it, didn't I? Toggle day count. B. Because I was trying to figure out how to get this menu open to move the minimap stuff or like the face cam. But I decided, fuck, I'll just slap the face cam over it anyway. And I couldn't figure out a good place to put the minimap. So I was pressing everything, so it used to be a Y, and I changed it. I don't. Oh, those are the same buttons. I don't like that. So we're gonna go back to controls, and then we're gonna find day count. As you can see, I have quite a few mods in here. Day count. What could we set this to? Nope. Six. F6 works. Now I can create markers or waypoints or whatever without issues. What could we put in this section though? And yes, I'm in creative. I would prefer it not to be. It would be slightly more fun, but I hate grinding and like spending hours trying to get materials for something you'll spend 5 minutes building, and then you did more because you didn't get enough. And like that, I just don't enjoy it, and I'm really sorry. Like I enjoy building in this game, and it just doesn't make sense for me to spend 5 hours gathering materials, spend 10 minutes building what I wanted to build, which I probably don't want to build anymore by the time I'm done getting the materials. Or I just give up halfway through getting the materials and go do something else and watch YouTube or go to bed and sleep because I'm lazy and I'm a little bum. Did she respond? She went away. Probably fell asleep again. So, it's not another cloning lab, don't worry, it's just so that I have to... What could I... As I was saying to ChatGPT as well, I wanted the lab to have everything. The cloning was just the room I ended up starting with. So there's going to be like labs inside of the big lab, or departments, or whatever you want to call it. So I want to have cloning, I want to have engineering, manufacturing, like development, and like experimental stuff. All of it. And when I was asking ChatGPT for suggestions, he told me, oh, since you have Pokemon installed, you should do Mewtwo. And I was like, okay, that's actually a pretty good idea. But I didn't, and also they teleported out, so I put them away. So, like, he went... Like, yeah, he told me to put Pokemon in the cloning tubes. So I did, and then I explained that, but I don't actually want it to be just Pokemon. I wanted it to be everything, zombies, mobs, villagers, everything that could be cloned in here. Yeah, like different types of cloning liquids. I haven't sat down and actually like, oh, this liquid is this and does specifically this. Which I would want to. That it just makes it better if it has like lore and more functionality. Or at least explanations as to what this does. If you can't tell, I'm still having a stroke. Trying to like see the vision here. What can I use this room for? What if we just had a train here that would go off way off into the distance? Would be pretty cool. Maybe. My knee is getting tired from dangling now. I just can't get comfortable, can I? Oh. Speaking of comfortable, my neck is like, I'm gonna be like this now. It's not like pain, it was just like kind of like tension and tight. Is it pain? No, it's more like discomfort. It's just like someone's pressing on your neck like that. Yeah, see, that was the exact same sensation. Is there a ghost humping my neck? punch you in the dick. Man, I must be really schizo, huh? Why aren't you giving me suggestions? What do I build in this lab? What is this department for? Tell me. Oh, not gonna tell me. You can be a dick about it. Wow. Thing is, do we do the same kind of color palette for the ground? Floor, sorry. I'm also gonna shut this down because no one's working here right now. Sounds so fucking cool. I wish it was darker in here though. I mean, I could maybe add command blocks to get rid of the end rods and swap them out with like chains or something. Maybe. We do that. Oops. Now it is so much darker in here. I might remove those as well. I like it a lot. So I was trying to figure out the system for the small room inside here. So that they all turned on in the sequence, boom, boom, boom. But when I turned it off, it would all go poof immediately. Like, I have a pretty good example actually using simple stuff like sticky piston and a redstone thing. Because if you put a sticky piston and then that and then that, if you've played Minecraft for more than 3 minutes, you'll probably know what I'm doing. She just messaged me again. She said morning. So I said good morning. So I sent her a kiss. And sorry about the notification sound. I could switch to this, actually. Okay, you should be able to hear stuff now, and the notifications should not be audible anymore. I changed it to, instead of capturing my system audio and like everything, it'll just capture the game audio along with just the game. So you should only see the game, which is now frozen in a weird state. What is this? Oh, because I'm close to the toolbox. Okay, so I'll hear the notifications, and they're kind of loud. Yeah. So, what I mean is that I wanted the lights to do this. Right? And when I unpower it, like, they all did that. I was trying to get that to work, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it, which kind of pissed me off. You know what I mean, though, right? So, like... And then... It's like pistons take like 1 tick to activate and a 0 ticks to deactivate. Aw, she sent me a kiss back. Oh, I actually like that gift. It's coming. You sleep well. And a heart. Okay. Could I use the world edit to copy the entire room, have a duplicate with its powered off state, and then when you turn off the lights, it switches them? It gets like fully dark. I mean, that would be cool, but probably not gonna do that. Is that in the reverse order than this room? Nope. Okay, that's good. Because if it was, that would have really pissed me off. I still don't know what to put in this room. Yeah, this is the issue that I keep running into. Build a lab, big stuff, woo, with a lot of different rooms and departments and sections. Usually only come up with one thing. And I get stuck. And I blame you. No, not you watching the fucking person making this video. Like this idiot right here that I'm pointing at right now. Me. It is still recording though, right? Yes. Kind of get paranoid when recording that I somehow fucked it up and I kind of flipped what I think is recorded and what is supposed to. It's like, oh, I think I'm recording and I'm playing, and then I pause the recording, but that's when I actually unpause the recording and that gets recorded instead of what was supposed to. It flips, you know. I did that once. Not that long ago. Luckily, with a very short, small video that was supposed to be for TikTok, but that never went up. Because I didn't feel like doing it again. Now my hips are getting tired. At least it's not my fucking ass. I can handle some hip discomfort more than I can have my butt feel like stone. It's everywhere. I know what to put here. Why is that being lit up weirdly? Playing being awkward, 1 second. Well, that fixed that. Like, did the lights make it darker? Huh? Oh well. That's not an issue for now. Why the fuck would it be reinforced hardened clay? That security craft. Reinforced hardened clay. So what I'm thinking of doing is kind of like this. I'm gonna get rid of the light. Don't worry. I'm gonna make it look normal. Put in actual lights. So I can kind of see what I'm building. I'm getting that discomfort you get in your ass and stuff when you've been sitting in a car for like 5 hours. How does my ass hurt and it like get uncomfortable from sitting on a pillow? I swear it hurts less to sit on the actual floor. But like, whatever. How do I turn this into stairs? Oh, I want the stairs to be for... so we can... connect this up. Like that. Perhaps, maybe. Should I have the walls be iron? Might actually look kind of cool. Especially once we remove all of this fake lighting. We're gonna find a fucking wallet and disable that shit because that is pissing me off every time I open chat. Or open commands. Oh, there it is. Why even have a dedicated button for that? So dumb. Since this is gonna be... Oh, I didn't even explain what this room is. It'd be interesting to see if anyone could guess. That's not even close to the lighting that he had, but again, I'm not trying to copy everything. I'm okay with like copying small bits here and there, like the main part of the roof, ceiling, whatever, and then kind of modifying it on my own. I mean, that actually kind of works. Why is it not being good? Oh, that's annoying. Used to be able to just hold it in my offhand. Oh, is that too I actually make it rotate around this corner? Can he not do modded ones? I was counting on you being able to do the fucking modded one. That's why I wasn't doing it. Because it's just not able to. What do I have that can actually fit? It's still modded. God damn it. I'm actually gonna flip my pillow and see if that helps. I don't know, maybe my feet are touching the ground a bit more than they were just a second ago. I want normal Minecraft blocks. I mean, they are nearly identical. Oh, that is really hard to spot the difference from... of... whatever. Who would really be able to... Like, if you even noticed the difference here, look at that. Would you care? I hate change, and I like that doesn't bother me. I'm probably very autistic that way, but like... Wow, it is so much dark in here. Right. Now we can do this. I don't know why when it's like a full block, it doesn't let you just do both of them at the same time. Because you can't mix and match. It would not let me do that when I was trying it with a different thing a while ago. Okay, apparently that works now. Okay, so do I... I didn't really think this through. Like, the railing. I'm getting hungry. Gonna have to grab food. That's a fairly tedious process. But what can you do? To help myself with editing, I'm just gonna pause and finish this and then I'll get back to you. There we go. So that's kind of what it ended up looking like. Oh, big lag spike. Or do I want to do that? That actually kind of looks a bit better. Should I do that with this one too? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And then we just go... I wish they would make more sense with how you place them. Don't know what I did there. It's annoying. Light spike again. Genuinely so dark, I can't even see anything. The world that it is really... Well, why did it not do this part? I am so sorry that it's this dark, but I need to figure out how to fix that. That's what I got. I'm a genius. Shut up, Em. I swear. If you don't agree with me, then you're just a hater. She just straight up died. Okay, why did it suddenly sound like that? Oh my god. The coded textures do not seem to be working as well on those. Oh well. Okay, right. Now for decoration. Do I have lockers? No. So I have to get creative and make my own. Didn't quite fit the color that I wanted, but I like the... I mean, I want it to be somewhat functional. Like, these would have been pretty good, but like, not the right design. Maybe we just do statues? Might just have to do armor stands. That is literally perfect. That looks cool, but I didn't want you there. Also didn't want you there. Let's say this is a regular scientists that don't deal with radiation or cloning. They just get this. I mean, I guess I could use iron. Just... What should I put here, though? Something to sit on when you get dressed? And actually, we'll have another one. But this one will be double layered. I mean, it looks kind of nice. Actually, I kind of want to continue this strip all the way around so we get some more even lighting. I hate how dark it was in some parts here. It's better. I don't know if there's any more I want to do here, or if I'm satisfied. Micro thing. I do want some trash bins down here though, so we're gonna use simplest trick ever. There we go, we got some trash bins. Actually, I do want one more. And we'll have this one be automatic. Because of a stupid double door mod that I have. Which very simply does this. Which, if I remember correctly, does that as well. It's not just double door, it's like 15. I think there is a limit to it, but it's like weirdly long. Yeah, that's actually way better. I'm gonna do that for this as well. I've ever seen auto close, but it's like super easy to open. And this will always have power. Because why not? Still in pain. What if I sit really awkwardly on my chair? If I sit on my knees? Am I even flexible enough for that? Well, I'll find out. Be right back. I mean, it works. Kind of. Puts a lot of weight off of my ass. But my knees and my hips are extremely uncomfortable. They're twisted in ways they are not used to. Oh, that's way better. My ass will be complaining. So, yeah. How long is this video now, anyways? Has it only been an hour and a half? Not even an hour and 20 minutes? I feel like I've been there for 2.5. But please don't tell me I'm missing like a big chunk. Fuck, now I'm paranoid as shit. We'll see. And if I'm missing a lot, then fuck this game. Well, not the game, fuck OBS for fucking me or... Oh... Just make... Fuck, that's loud. I was asking my girlfriend if she'd watched this video with me. So I'm asking her when she can get on VR chat. Oh fuck, that means I would have to end the video quite soon. Well, knowing her, she usually takes a while because people. So like, if she says soon, then I can like assume that it will be like 6 hours. She has a tendency to do that, like, oh, I'll go to bed in like 2 hours. And then she doesn't go to sleep until like 3 hours after those 2 hours. Not on purpose, it's just distractions and, you know. She's sweet. I love her. I do want to add more lighting like this though, it just looks so good. Black and red. And yeah, like she said yes to watching watching this video with me. So I said, I asked her if she slept, blah blah blah. So she asked if I did. I said yes, and I've had a pretty nice day. Right now I'm making a video about my Minecraft lab. Gonna turn it into a series. She said, oh, that's cool. I hope it turns out great. So I said, me too. Will you watch it? And then I asked, oh, can we watch it together? And she said, yeah. Took her 37 minutes to reply. God damn. Took me 0.02 seconds. I said, yeah, when can you go on VR chat? You know, it's the best place to watch stuff together when we both have VR headsets. Oh, I really just do stuff for no reason, huh? This wall connects to the other room. Kinda wanted to avoid that. I could extend it. Into this like I did with this. Like this one room is 2 rooms connected. It's like a double room, but I don't want to do that right now. And this is just like a to be continued section. I'm not gay, you gay. She has replied probably soon. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna end the video and edit and put it up and should be out by the time we get. She gave me a kissy face back. I sent the little dots with the number 3, and she sent it back. Then we are gonna send her a kiss. This one. Okay, then we do this. And then we say goodbye for now. See you in the next one.